In this guided practice, we will be calculating the volume of a cylinder. The volume of a cylinder is pi r squared h. Well, let's take a look at this cylinder. It has a height of 8 meters, and it has a radius of 9 meters. So let's go ahead and substitute it in. Volume equals pi, radius is 9, so 9 squared times 8. Volume equals pi times 72 times 8. Well, you can use your calculator to do 72 times 8 equals 576. So we know that the volume equals pi times 576, or we can say that the volume is 576 pi meters cubed. Now, if I want to not leave it in terms of pi, then I would have to go ahead and go volume equals 576 times 3.14. Okay, 3.14. And by doing that, times 3.14, we're getting an estimation. And we're going to go out to 2 decimal places. So 1808.64 cubic meters. So this is the answer with pi included, and this is in terms of pi's. 576 pi meters cubed, or 1,808.64 meters cubed. Okay, let's look at another example. In this example, we're given a height of 9 and a diameter of 10. Again, volume equals pi r squared h. Well, our height is 9, but we're given a diameter here. Okay, so our diameter is 10, but we need the radius. Now, the radius is half of the diameter. That's the radius, okay? So if the diameter is 10, then that radius is 5. Now, we're going to substitute it in, with the radius being 5, and then there's the height as being 9. So volume equals pi times 25, because 5 squared is 25, times 9. Now I can multiply 25 times 9. And when I do that, I get pi times 225, which is 225 pi miles cubed. Okay, so that's our answer in terms of pi's. Now, if we want to give an answer that pi is included in it, then we would need to turn around and go volume equals 225 times 3.14. Okay, and that would be times 3.14, and that would be volume equals 706.5 miles cubed. Okay, this is with pi already calculated, and this is in terms of pi. So they may ask you either way. So I would like for you to give me this answer and then provide that answer. Both answers are needed. Now, last one. This is a word problem, so it kind of gets you to think a little bit differently. But let's just draw a cylinder real quick. Okay. We're needing the height and the radius. So let's read it. A cylinder with a diameter of 10. Well, they told us that it had a diameter of 10 and a height of 11. So here's our height. That's our height of 11. Now, we're needing not the diameter, but we're needing the radius, right? We're needing the radius. So if they tell us the height is 11, well, they gave us a diameter, and they said it was 10. The radius is 1/2 of the diameter, or half the diameter, Well, if the diameter is 10, then the radius is 5. So here's our equation. Pi equals power squared h, or volume equals power squared h. Note that this portion is really the area for that circle down here, right? Okay? And we're just multiplying that area of that circle by 11, and that's where the height comes in. So you should have got that off of the initial teaching of the lesson. So we're substituting 5 in for r, and then we will substitute 11 in for h. So pi equals pi times 25 times 11. Now we can go ahead and multiply 25 times 11. In doing that, we get volume equals pi times 275, or 275 pi inches cubed, because everything is in inches, right? Now, if we don't want it in terms of pi, then all we have to do is take 275 times 3.14, and in doing that, we'll need to make sure that we're rounding to 2 decimal places. So that's 863.5 cubic inches. So both answers are needed. This concludes your guided practice on solving for volume of a cylinder.